Welcome to the Weaver Podcast. I'm your host, T.WOOD. I'm a mediator, relationship coach, conflict management expert, neuroscience enthusiast, and positive psychology practitioner. During the holiday season, a time filled with joy, but also unique challenges, I bring you tools and insights from all these fields to help you find clarity, resilience, and connection. So whether you're navigating personal struggles or looking to strengthen relationships, the Weaver Podcast is here to guide you toward finding light and growth through every crisis. Welcome to the Weaver Podcast. I'm your host, T.WOOD. And today we're diving into a topic that can feel a little overwhelming at this time of the year, that is navigating family expectation during the holiday season. And this without losing in the process. So from gift-giving pressures to hosting, decorating, and managing expectations with kids, these holidays can be a lot. So in today's episode, we're going to explore ways to honor the family traditions without letting the season expectation take over our peace and balance. So let's dive in. First, I want to start the episode with recognizing the stress of family expectation. And I observed it on myself as well over the years. And then new kids coming in a family, and it's really a thing that is happening. So there is this kind of pressure to please everyone. And the holiday season brings expectations from family to follow traditions, whether it's hosting or gifting or celebrating a particular way. And the need to please everyone can really create that stress that is, especially if we're managing family tradition in a way that may not feel as meaningful or manageable. And there is, of course, a big thing that we really need to address in that episode, which is a gift giving expectation. And many feel pressured to buy the gifts for everyone, even if it stretches their budget or feels excessive. And family members might expect specific gifts or wish list. And if you're feeling the strain of finances, it really can add to holiday stress. And so not only there is some pressure around gifts, but also around hosting or decorating, because hosting brings its own pressures, from setting up decoration to planning a memorable meal. If you're hosting a family or friends, there is often the expectation that the home, the food, the decor will all look festive and perfect. And I put quote around perfect. And this can lead to emotional and financial strain, especially if you feel the need to make a high standard. And of course, let's talk briefly around about commercialism. Managing expectation for kids and holiday commercialism. Because if you have children, holiday advertising may add pressure to buy the newest toys or the newest gadget. And you can even watch kids together, compare gifts with friends or family members, and that can make it feel like you're expected to meet every new commercial's demand, which can be really overwhelming. So now we set up the ground with recognizing what the expectations are. Let's see at what strategies we can use to really stay centered and around those expectations. First, let's say we can set realistic expectations with family and early, before the holiday season. Now you're listening to this, it's already holiday season. However, you can still set realistic expectation ahead of time, before Christmas or before the gathering. So communicating with family members in advance is helping to clarify what you're able to do this holiday season. If you had such a busy year, or maybe you had a lot of work and you're exhausted and you want to rest for this holiday season, then let them know ahead. And there is no shame of that. I think we all end up the end, December being pretty tired because the year has been intense, the work has been a lot, and then the family and all the things to do during the year. And I really want to encourage you to relax during that time of the year. It's the middle of the winter. It's the most natural thing to do than to relax. So you can let them know if you're planning to simplify gift giving, or if you will be setting limits on hosting duties. And setting expectation early helps really reduce last minute pressures and helps family members to adjust. You don't have to adjust to everyone. It's also part of the family thing that other family members need to adjust to you as well. The other thing that we can use as a strategy is to create a budget and really stick to it. I know it's tempting to really say, no, but I want the best for my kids, or I want to have the best meal on the table. However, if you are in stress with the budget already, I would really encourage to create a specific budget around this holiday. It's easy to get caught up in the spirit of giving and wanting to, again, people pleaser, wanting to please everybody, want to be the best, give the best gift and all those things. But creating a realistic budget for gifts, for meals, for decorations can really help you stay in control. Because between you and I, money on decoration can go pretty high. So prioritize the most meaningful areas and communicate your budget decisions with your partner and with your family members if it's needed. And the third strategy I want to explore with you is considering alternative way to celebrate. Hold on here. Hold on, I'll explain. If you're used to host an elaborate gathering or to buy a costly gift, maybe you can find an alternative celebration like potluck dinner or gift exchange with, spending limits, or just emphasizing quality times without the financial expectations. Those alternatives allow everyone to really focus more on connection rather than the material element. But before we continue, I'd like to offer you a holiday resource that will really help you to navigate this seasonal pressure. In my monthly newsletter, I provide practical tips and insights on managing relationship dynamics and setting boundaries. Yes, setting boundaries, even during challenging times like the holiday season. Plus, you'll receive a free gift when you subscribe. For example, my couple struggle solver bingo can be found in that newsletter. It's designed to help you identify holiday stress points with your partner and finally start creating a smoother, more harmonious season. So you can subscribe now with the link in the description to get your free gift and all the support you need during the holiday season. So back to the episode now. You know me, I like practical tips. Everybody can give relationship advice, but what I like to do is using the skills that I get from mediation and conflict resolution expertise and positive psychology to really give you practical tips you can think about right now, start to adjust today, journal about it, try, with your next interaction with your partner or your family. So first tip, reframing your mindset around giving. Honestly, on me, what worked on me is a lot of journaling about that. Then maybe for you, it's going to go for a long walk and think about what is your relationship with giving and receiving. But instead of feeling obligated to give gifts to everyone, hey, who is feeling concerned here? Hands up, right? Focus on the purpose of the holiday, connecting, spending meaningful time together. You can reframe giving as an expression of connection rather than a duty. The pleasure of preparing a gift, finding the nice gift wrapping paper and a nice bow, and having more pleasure preparing it than really giving or receiving one. And it's really this personalized and heartfelt gift that don't break the bank and often mean more than expensive items because people know, oh, you know me really well, you knew, and that's most likely not gonna be the most expensive gift. The second tip is to set boundaries around time and energy, and I know too well that it's a big one because we want to please everyone, because we want to see every member of the family. So we have not one Christmas dinner, but two, three, four with the different family members. But remember, you don't have to attend every family gathering or event. Prioritize events that bring you joy and respectfully decline food that feel more like an obligation. Setting these boundaries can really prevent burnout and ensure that you're spending time where it's most meaningful to you. And remember, December is the last month of the year. You can absolutely take the time to rest and feel replenished by January. So please take that time for yourself. Enjoy the gathering if you really feel it's bringing you some energy. And if you need more rest, then adjust. The third tip is to engage with your family in holiday planning. So if you're hosting or managing holiday plans, for example, you can involve your family members as asking for help with decorating, with meal preparation, or with gift shopping. By engaging others like your kids, you're creating shared responsibilities and memories and making the holiday experience more collaborative, not something like a burden. And final tip is to plan and schedule self-care time in the middle of that rush, in the middle of all the things to do, all the festivities to attend, all the celebration. It's very important to keep time for yourself and doing what feels good to you. During a season that is all about giving, just don't forget to give yourself really time to recharge. Schedule small breaks of self-care throughout the holiday season, either be it a massage or just a nice gentle walk by yourself, or just going to a place you really like, or whatever you want, creative activity you want to try, something that really feels resourceful and makes you feel good. That can be also a quiet reading afternoon by the fireplace. You know, you get the picture. So anything that really brings you peace. And before we wrap up, I want to briefly address all the expectation with kids. I think we're in a society today where it's even harder for parents to say no because there is just solicitation everywhere from advertisement and then at school they compare that their friend have the last new toy or the last new cool shoes or all those things. But the pressure to buy children the latest gift can be really reduced by focusing on experiences and memories. You're teaching the kids life, you're teaching them values that they're going to live with forever. You can explain what are the holidays really. They are about connection and gratitude, not just material items. So you can suggest family experiences or activities like a holiday movie night or baking cookies together or going ice skating. It's not something material. They're going to build memories with experience. And as I was saying, you're teaching the kids values, holiday values, but more like most even more important, life lessons. You show your children that the holiday can be a meaningful without excess, and you share why you're choosing simplicity this year, for example. If you involve them, you help them find creative ways to celebrate together and being more proactive. You teach them values of appreciation and simplicity that can really reduce their own expectations and allow them to enjoy the holiday for its true spirit. Don't understand me wrong. If they get gifts, they're gonna be like super happy. It's like when we get gift, we're super happy as well. But we need to change that pattern that the kids are coming for Christmas only to get gifts. That's my take about that. So the holidays are a time for connection, joy, and reflection. But yes, they can also be overwhelming, and if we don't set boundaries and prioritize what truly matters, they definitely are overwhelming. By focusing on meaningful connections, setting realistic expectation, we can have some, but the keyword here is realistic, and allowing room for self-care. You can really navigate family expectations without losing yourself in the process, without going crazy with stress, right? So that's all what I wanted to share for today. If you really enjoyed today's episode and want more insights on building balanced and resilient relationships, please consider subscribing to the Weaver podcast. A rating or a comment would mean a lot to me and will help others to find the podcast and join our community. Thank you so much for listening, and until next time, bye bye.